Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Хэнк, и мы продолжаем проходить Fallout 4. Так, у меня маленькая новость. Я записывал уже для вас Fallout, но, к моему сожалению, у меня не записался голос. То есть все, что мы проходили, просто звук игры. Моего голоса там нету, и, к сожалению, эта серия не выйдет. Но я вам давайте расскажу. Мы с вами пошли в подземку, нашли подземку, про которую нам говорили в прошлой серии. Туда пошли, поговорили, нас отвели к какому-то крутому и умному чуваку. Мы отдали ему чип охотника. Этот чип охотника он, так скажем, взломал. И потом мы с кодом этим отправились к Верджилу. Он нам рассказал, что типа нужно создать штуку, чтобы все телепортироваться туда. Мы отправились в Санктуарий и начали строить. Все строили, искали. И в итоге у нас получилась вот такая вот штуковина. Как-то так. Тут много генераторов наставили. Так, давайте уже отправимся, поговорим со Стружем. Да, давайте проверим.
Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Хорошо, давай.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
Давай, я готов. Нифига, прикольно.
Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. By the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that.
Так, я думал, что сломалось.
It's just there for decoration. Okay.
Ни хрена себе. Может, нужно приделать его? Все. Круто. Отправились в институт. Ни хрена. Как я выгляжу? Молекулярный уровень завершено. Так, ладно, идем. Никого нет. Открыть журнал доступа. И что дальше? Я не понял, что делать надо. Открыть журнал доступа. И что? Ошибка, сигнал перенаправлен. Вирус. Все, готово, да? Ну пойдем. Куда нам надо-то? Подожди, что нам тут надо? Отец? Привет. Правильно, на дорогу к свободе. А, это с нами разговаривает. Хорошо, если это не подстава, конечно. Давай. Вниз.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Ну, надеюсь,
This is the
тут нормально
reality of the
встретит.
Institute. This place, these people, the work we do.
У них тут свои
For
деревья.
over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all.
Нам сюда.
As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Вы серьезно? Это мой сын. Ну, Шон. Лол. Ни хрена.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Подожди. Давайте снимем вот эту вот фигню, которая у нас на голове. Так.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
А, это отец, да? Ни хрена.
Sean.
Он похож у нас.
S923, recall code Cirrus.
Он у нас похож.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Так.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now it's Lita.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Так.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Так.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Так.
They're
Они боятся
scared of
тебя.
you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Так, ну, пожалуй, хватит.
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Ну, давайте здесь
Do you
останемся
want me to
все-таки со
stay
своим
here?
сыном.
In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Так, ну давайте согласимся. Останемся со своим сыном.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Ну, давайте.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Так, встретить руководителя отделений. Погоди-ка, нам не сюда. Какие у нас задания там? Вот это вот давайте будем по, так скажем, сейчас будем проходить только сюжетную линию. Нифига себе. Куда мне надо? Люди. Я запутался. Так, что это? Так, это вниз. А, это все внизу, да? Хорошо, спускаемся вниз. Так, не здесь, не сюда. Не сюда. Да уж. Это наш сын. Похоже на нас. Так. О. Березка? Нет, жалко, не березка. Так, ну давайте познакомимся.
Need to tighten up this primary drive
Doctor.
servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me,
С кем мне
they were
разговаривать-то
built
надо?
pretty well.
Excuse me, Doctor.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we
They
go.
weren't kidding.
All set.
You really are here.
Unit, you can return
Well,
to
all
duty.
right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Так, ну с ней мы познакомились.
Of course.
Меня больше интересует, когда будет финал. Так, куда нам теперь? Тихо. Сюда, может? Нет, нам нужно на выход. Ну не на выход, к двери. Вот. Институт, отдел высших систем. Так. Давай-ка. Опля, готово. Медицин. Ли.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Спасибо.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
Так, ладно. Идем дальше. Какая-то вредная тетка нам попалась. Если честно. Так. Нам осталось с двумя людьми познакомиться. Значит, идем сюда. Так, нам вот сюда. Это у нас будет отдел Институт бюро рабоконтроля. Понятно. Так. Вот этот чувак. Джастин. Открыть. Открыть. Здорово.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Так.
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Так.
I'm
Боевой
no
опыт.
stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems.
Ну-ну.
Now, unless you need something
Один
else,
на
I'll
один
get back to work.
справиться.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Very well.
Так, ну что ж, идем дальше. И нам осталось с одним человеком познакомиться, с каким-то доктором, наверное. Я не помню. Так, идем. Нифига, большая труба. Ну, лифт. Так, нам сюда. Тут красиво, водичка, знаете. Травка. Типа деревка. Деревья. Круто. Институт, отдел бионаук. С биологом нам надо сейчас еще познакомиться, и все. Так, где он находится у нас? Находится вон там у нас.
I've been reviewing.
Hi,
I
Doc.
wonder how the Warwick
Welcome.
family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Young Wally
Dr.
must be
Clayton
close to
Holden,
10 years old by now.
head of the bioscience
It's
division.
remarkable that
I
any
can't
child
wait
can
for you to see the
survive for
work
so
we're
long
doing.
up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I'm sure it's fascinating, but that's not why I'm here.
Of course, I completely understand. Before you go, at least let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. I promise I'll keep it short. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Так, вопросов у меня больше нету.
Take care, then.
Ну все, выполнили задание. Давайте уйдем отсюда. Выполнено. Учреждение закрытого типа. Так, и куда нам сейчас надо? Начато задержание. Поговорить с отцом. Нет, давайте, наверное, тогда на этом закончим. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте видео и, конечно же, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте. С вами был Хэнд. Всем удачи. Всем пока.